The number on your screen is another tax return due by morning. Not your money, never your money. You're just the one who has to finish it. On your desk is a badge. It has your name on it. But to the firm, you are not a name. You are a number, a unit of revenue. It's 11:47 at night. You've been awake for 16 hours straight. Your coffee is cold. Spreadsheets multiply on your desk. You chase missing receipts from clients who lost them years ago. Your boss flags your hours again. You rebuild the file. You send the email. You wait. You do 60 to 80 hours a week when tax season hits. The firm calls it billable time. You call it a treadmill. Zero control. Partners decide everything. You resent the system that keeps promising partnership in 10 years. You're skilled, but you feel nothing inside anymore. You rationalize it fast. Everyone starts here. The work builds the foundation. You are learning. You are also losing sleep and the good years of your 20s. Most people think crime is about masks and guns. They think it is about breaking down doors. You know better. You know the real power is in the paperwork. It is in the spreadsheets. You open the right doors with the right numbers. This is the entry point. This is where the machine starts. You are about to become the architect of it. One quiet night, you get the call from a high net worth client. He does not want a standard tax return. He wants something more. He wants creative accounting. This is your entry into the gray area. The new client pays better and treats you with real respect. You start bending the numbers, fake invoices for jobs that never happened. Shell companies on paper that hide where the money really comes from. You look the other way on the source. You tell yourself it is just smart tax planning. You feel like a decision maker for the first time. No more partners breathing down your neck. You begin managing the odds of getting caught. The fear of losing this client hits harder than any old deadline ever did. You justify every change. The rules are not walls. They are just obstacles you can bypass with the right paperwork. You understand now the rules were never solid. They were always flexible if you knew how to bend them. The network sees you can handle the gray work, so they pull you deeper. You now run the cash-heavy businesses, car washes, laundromats, tanning salons, strip clubs. Your job is to mix the dirty money with the real daily sales so it looks completely normal. You split every deposit just under $10,000 so the banks do not flag anything. Brown envelopes change hands every night. You make daily collection rounds. You create a fake receipt for every single dollar that comes in. One wrong utility bill or one irregular pattern in the numbers can collapse the whole operation. Money feels heavy now. It is physical. You carry it, you count it, you hide it in plain sight. You no longer sit behind a desk pushing spreadsheets. You are in the real world making sure the dirty cash disappears into the system without a trace. Money is a physical burden. The more you have, the harder it is to hide it in plain sight. The network sees you can hide the cash on the street level, so they move you upstairs. You now build the invisible webs across borders. You make the trail so messy that investigators get lost in the house of cards. You spend your days in tax havens, the Cayman Islands, Switzerland. These companies have no physical desks, no humans. They are just paper and legal entries. You use strict privacy laws to hide the ultimate beneficial owners. You have a new toolbox. You use loan-back schemes. The organization effectively lends itself its own money from a foreign shell company. The cash comes back as a legal loan. Shell companies and tax havens that exist only on paper. Fake invoices fly between companies for services that never happened. Money loops through fake loans and stock trades until the original source vanishes. You manage hundreds of small accounts that move funds in seconds. You spot the red flags before any regulator ever does. You watch the global system like pipes you control. Rapid transfers between accounts, sudden spikes across borders. You make the trail so twisted, no one can follow it back. You are no longer just moving numbers. You are the grandmaster in a global game of hide and seek. The financial world stops feeling like rules. It feels like pipes you alone know how to connect. The global system is not a barrier. It is a series of connected pipes, and you are the plumber. The network sees you keep the money hidden, so they move you up. You manage the most unpredictable variable in finance, people. You make sure they use the right protocols, hiding cash in cargo or wrapping it to look like gifts. You deal with the money mules too. You train them how to look normal. You fix their mistakes at 2 in the morning when a bank alert hits. One courier slips up and makes a deposit that looks wrong. One mule account gets shut down. Everything freezes. You respond to the red flags before the regulators even notice. You make sure nobody tips off the wrong person. The pay is bigger than you ever dreamed, but you cannot walk away. The golden handcuffs feel tighter every month. You are only as safe as the weakest person on your team. One bad move by someone else, and it is your life on the line. You understand now you are only as safe as the least careful person on your payroll. The bosses watch how calm you stay under pressure, so they pull you into the inner circle. You now sit beside the boss as his financial brain. You buy luxury real estate and fine art. You set up real businesses that start making clean profits on paper. You route the money through political donations and nonprofits so the trail disappears forever. It becomes untraceable influence. You negotiate with bankers and politicians over expensive dinners. You make sure the laws bend the right way. The dirty money is now mixed so deep into normal wealth that nobody can separate the two. You own the people who make the rules. No more hiding cash in envelopes. This is the end game. The operation runs itself, and the money is finally clean. True power is not breaking the rules, it is owning the people who write them. Years pass, and the machine runs without you watching every move. You live in silence now. No phone when you wake up. You work out every day just to handle the stress that never leaves. Your name sits in secret intelligence files, even though they never charged you. You built a house of cards that still stands, but you cannot step away. The golden handcuffs hold you tighter than ever. You feel the anxiety of a lifetime every time another transfer goes through. Perpetual worry that this one will be the wire that brings everything down. You cannot go back to normal life. You are blocked from the world you helped corrupt. You did not become the architect of the system. You became its most expensive piece of furniture. Somewhere below, a 23-year-old accountant walks into a glass tower for the first time. He logs into his terminal and sits very still. He thinks this is about money. He is already wrong. It was never about the money. It was always about the architecture underneath. The machine does not stop. It just finds new people to run it.